Mr. Johnson,
Here.
Mr. Bailey,
Present.
Mr. Brown, Ms. Herbert,
Here.
Mr. Brennan,
Present.
Mr. McDowell,
Yes.
Mayor Rickaman.
Here, can you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Reverend McDowell, would you mind saying a word before we start?
Yes. Let's bow our heads. Gracious Creator, for all that you've done for us, for this beautiful day, the sunshine that pierces our very souls, we thank you for all that you've done for us, for this city of ours that continues to grow and shine as a beacon on top of a mountain. We ask it, we claim it, in your name, amen.
Mr. Mayor and Council, we are ready to adopt the agenda
Is
as
there,
outlined.
is there a motion to
Move.
adopt the agenda? Is there a second?
Second.
A motion and a second. Any adjustments, changes, clarifications? Hearing none, seeing none. Madam Clerk, could you read the roll?
Mr. Johnson,
Aye.
Mr. Bailey,
Yes.
Mr. Brown, Ms. Herbert,
Aye.
Mr. Brennan,
Yes.
Mr. McDowell,
Yes.
Mayor Rickaman.
Aye.
Public input. Individuals are allotted up to 3 minutes to address City Council about the items on the agenda, and then the items requiring a public hearing cannot be addressed at this time.
Everyone signed up is for the public hearing.
Okay, great.
Thank you, Levany. Approval of minutes, item number 1. Council is asked to approve the May 5th, 2026 budget workshop and regular meeting minutes.
Move, Mr. Mayor.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, seeing none. Madam Clerk, could you read the roll?
Mr. Johnson,
Aye.
Mr. Bailey,
Yes.
Mr. Brown, Ms. Herbert,
Aye.
Mr. Brennan,
Yes.
Mr. McDowell,
Yes.
Mayor Rickaman.
Aye.
Thank you. And moving into a period of presentations, and we have several great ones. Councilman Johnson, if you don't mind, I know Chief Holbrook has an addition that will not take but a moment, but it's very important, and I know he has to get to a community event as well. So I'd ask him to come at this time quickly to recognize one of our wonderful officers.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson, Mayor and Council. Earlier this afternoon, I had the privilege of representing the police department and accepting an award on behalf of one of our officers. Lance Corporal Joseph Murphy, he's forward deployed right now. He just got called up, but he was a finalist for the Governor's Award for Law Enforcement Officer of the Year. He joined about 10 of his peers throughout the state. They recognize state, county, and local law enforcement. And he was a finalist that was recognized today. It was very proud to accept this on his behalf. And since the governor has started this awards program, he's actually our second officer. Captain Brink was a finalist a couple of years ago, and we're very proud. I'll also, and this is the award I received on his behalf. And I'll also note that Lieutenant Bailey last week just completed the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Command College. It's about a 6-month process, and we're very, very proud of that accomplishment. And today and tomorrow, Captain Brink and Investigator Bailey are representing us at the 10th annual American Society of Evidence-Based Policing in DC. They're presenting on behalf of what we've done with in our city and the police department. So 4 great achievements by our officers representing the police department and this city at a national and state level. Thank you.
He's just like a proud parent.
Yes, he is. We are all very proud.
Those
Our
are great
next-
accomplishments with some really incredible officers.
Yes, sir.
It's always great to hear those types of news.
Yeah, they deserve it. Presentation number 2, Sarah K. Wren, Miss South Carolina 2025 Day, the Honorable Sam Johnson.
So this is on behalf of Girl Dads everywhere, not to mention a few Girl Dads that we have on City Council. My daughter, Kennedy Johnson, and I know our own Peyton Lang had the opportunity to participate in the Miss South Carolina competition last year. I got a chance, and I'll be very transparent here. I knew nothing about the pageant process, but it was quite the education. I saw you there as well. But what I'll tell you, the opportunity to witness such an experience and to watch all of the ladies participate and compete, but even in my own home to watch my 5-year-old grow up through that process was transformational. And so I want this afternoon to recognize Ms. Sarah K. Wren as the Miss South Carolina 2025 crowned last year, and the work that you've done throughout this year all across the state here, but also to really recognize the work that you've done around heart health awareness, around making sure that folks are aware of the challenges that exist around living healthy lives, raising money, raising over $500,000 to support health initiatives, heart health initiatives. And so certainly, Mayor, Council, if anyone else on Council would love to provide comments, but certainly Ms. Sarah K. Wren, we would love to hear from you as well.
Absolutely. Well, I'm just honored to be here today. I was born and raised here in Columbia, South Carolina, and my family has been here since the 1930s. So this means a great deal to me and to my family. And I work full-time for the American Heart Association. So I worked with our schools as the director of school engagement up until February, where I led a campaign that fundraised over $300,000. And then 2 months ago, stepped into a new role with the Heart Association as the Upstate Heart Ball Director. And we had our Upstate Friday night. It was amazing, and we raised another $300,000. So thank you all so much for honoring me and recognizing me today. It really means a lot.
Well, Mayor and any of my colleagues would love to present you with this proclamation that officially recognizes today as Ms. Sarah K. Wren Day here in South Carolina.
Columbia, South Carolina. Yeah.
What did I do? Hey, Tyler. Yes or no? Yes. Vampire.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's been a year almost. It's almost time for the pageant again, I know this summer.
Oh, yeah.
Tell you, you have no idea until you actually talk to people who are really involved in it and see in the back scenes how hard these young ladies work.
Yeah.
and what's required for them to get on the stage. I have a utmost respect, and I'm glad my daughters never got into it.
Mr. Mayor, my wife was I think, 3-time Miss Louisiana pageant contestant. So I was a pageant boyfriend all throughout law school, and it's a lot of hard work.
How hard for you all? Not the, oh my goodness, Mr. Bailey.
Only Councilman Bailey can make this about him.
I can see Miss Elise as a Miss Louisiana for sure. All right, number 3, the annual Asian American and Pacific Islander Business Day. The Honorable Daniel J. Rickaman, Mayor.
And I'm not sure if we want to tag team these, Sam, since we're doing two
absolutely.
back-to-back, but I'd love for our folks to come to the podium and take part as we read, and then if y'all want to share a few words after both Mr. Johnson and myself do your double proclamations here. I do want to I want to read a little bit of this because I do think it's very important as we talk. But the Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month is observed annually in the United States during the month of May, recognizing and celebrating the rich histories, diverse cultures, and significant contributions of Asian Americans, Pacific Islander Americans to the growth, the innovation, the success of our nation. The Asian American community represents one of the most diverse and rapid growing populations in the U.S., with more than 24 million individuals tracing their heritage to over 20 different countries across East Asia, Southeast Asia, and the Indian subcontinent, each contributing unique languages, traditions, cultural identities. Native Hawaiian and Pacific Islanders communities represent more than 1.6 million people in the U.S., enrich our nation through its vibrant culture traditions, their strong community values. The Asian American and Pacific Islander entrepreneurs play a vital role in strengthening the U.S. economy, with more than 3 million AAPI-owned businesses contributing to the innovation, job creation, and economic resilience. That itself, to me, is the story, right? The American dream, but not losing not only your dream, your culture, your heritage. As a first-generation American, I don't let go of my heritage or my families. We still do a lot of things the way we used to do, but also I think it's deep-rooted, and it's really about who Americans are. We all trace back to somebody who made the trip to the United States chasing a dream. And it's a great honor to present today the annual Asian American Pacific Islander Business Day here in Columbia, South Carolina. And with that, I'm going to turn it over, since we're doing two at one time today, to Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Mayor, I think it's very appropriate, too, that we have AAPI Business Day and, as you just mentioned, Heritage Month. Because I think the two are inextricably linked. When I think about the commitment and the rich culture and history that is always on display, and then also when I think about the wonderful business leaders that we have before us and throughout our community that have shaped our city and continue to shape our city, the two couldn't be more appropriate for us to recognize the Business Day as well as Heritage Month here at our council meeting. And so certainly it is the pleasure of this council to have the opportunity, Ms. Mayor.
We're going to give you the podium before we present the two proclamations.
So thank you on behalf of the Asian community in Columbia here for the recognition, the proclamation, and appreciation of the AAPI Heritage Month and the culture. I'm very happy to be here. Especially shout out to Aisha too. During the Small Business Week conference, it was a great event put on by OBO, Clean Aisha, and I saw everyone else that was part of the council that was there as well. Just to get more of the coming together of the different communities within the business world in the city of Columbia. So thank you again.
Thank you for participating in that. It's very important.
I also want to say thank you, all of you. Daniel, you pointed at me 3 years ago and said '1 Asian in State House, and it made me laugh, but it also really put me in a place where I thought I kind of need to be, because a lot segregate. Their language becomes a barrier. They're concerned about what's going on in our community. And because I have a big mouth and a confident spirit, I think I need to be the one that just champions this. Behind me, they've all been with me 3 years doing this nonprofit. Last year, we had over 300 people come to our event, which is called Tour of Tea. And this year, we had over 200 people come within the first hour. And at this event every year, it's free, it's sober friendly, and then from multiple different countries. It's a beautiful experience. I hope you all can come next year. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Anybody else want to say a few words? Putnam, I've never heard you be quiet.
Well, thank you for taking the time during such a pivotal time in our, just in our season, to recognize who we are and what we bring to the table. I think it goes without saying that we are an integral part of the fabric of this community. So I hope you continue to remember that in your decision-making process and move it forward. Thank you.
Thank you for all you've done. I mean, from your first trip coming in and working with MUSC and then Scout and constantly being part of this community and always being having a smile on your face, talking about Columbia, and experiencing and engaging with people. We really appreciate it. With that, I think we'd like to present you with these proclamations. All right, Mr. Johnson.
Okay, thank you for those wonderful presentations. And the next is the City of Columbia Entrepreneurial Month Proclamation, the Honorable Sam Johnson.
Ms. Hughes, if you want to join us, I'll probably defer to you. If you want to lead off and just giving the significance of this proclamation, I'd love to have the mayor and myself provide a little context for Columbia.
The significance of the proclamation of Entrepreneurship Month and of Mayor Rickenmann being a founding mayor.
Yes.
Yes. I am Erin Oots, and I am the state ambassador for Right to Start, which is a national advocacy organization representing everyone's right to start a business wherever they are. We advocate for the removal of barriers. Quite often these are civic barriers, regulatory barriers, and other barriers to keep folks from getting to the point of actually starting. You know many of the barriers. Many of you in business for yourself probably know the barriers as well. By creating these proclamations and becoming a founding mayor, to your constituents that you believe in everyone's right to start. You believe in the strength of small businesses or locally owned businesses, as I like to say, because I know here in Columbia, it's 95 to 99% of your businesses. And they really, in my opinion, are the bedrock of any community's economy. You are, by shining a light on these businesses, I can't even begin to express what it does. I have been working in entrepreneurship or supporting founders pretty much my whole career and have been doing it up in the upstate since about 2012. And so I've been able to see how far South Carolina has come, and to see you do this as one of the very first communities in the state is a real privilege for me to come down here as the representative for Right to Start. Hopefully this will inspire others to say, you know what, I can do this myself. Or if I'm struggling with my own business, I know the city's behind me. I know the city is thinking about how we can remove some of those barriers and celebrate being a locally owned business. So thank you.
And I had the pleasure of meeting conference and thought that this was something, especially serving on a council where pretty much all of us in some way, shape, or form have been entrepreneurs throughout our careers, something that certainly we could support. And so I also want to thank Mayor Rickaman and Peyton Lang for meeting with your team and learning more about this. And certainly Mayor Rickaman serving as one of the founding mayors for this effort, which I think is extremely appropriate given his professional background as a serial entrepreneur. But you know, the other piece of this is not lost on me as was just mentioned. We had Small Business Week just around the corner, or just previously, and at our conference, even in our discussions as a council, the emphasis that we put on making sure that there's a pipeline for our entrepreneurs and small businesses to be successful here in Columbia is extremely important to us. So certainly, Mayor, if you want to add anything as well.
I think you covered everything, but it is the backbone of this community. It's the reason that I stayed here after college, because I saw this community, how they rallied around the small businesses. And we have corridors where the whole corridor is nothing but small businesses. And we try to pull as many barriers out of the way, and we're constantly changing, innovating, and doing things to make sure that founders, but we have about 200 founders that are out here on Main Street every Saturday. It is an incubator that's growing, and it's the #1 market in the U.S. right now. So every corner we have that spirit. So it's a great opportunity for us to be engaged, and we're excited to present this proclamation.
And hereby proclaim it City of Columbia Entrepreneurship Month.
Very good, and thank you.
Robert, you didn't send the memo. I would have wore my shirt today.
Presentation just does itself, takes over.
Okay, our final presentation, saving the best for last. They were all great. But the Public Works Week proclamation.
All right, Public Works, get up. Come on, y'all. Come on now. Come on.
So, as always, we always do a little something fun. Over the years, we've played a lot of games and had a lot of fun, but this year, maybe it's a little more sobering, but it's not as sobering to me because of the Public Works and what they do each year. So one thing they did this year is always come out with a poster. We always try to tie our, and I have a lot of things to say about the poster this year, but rooted in service is one of them. You know, no matter if it's animal control or street division, you know, traffic engineering, solid waste, forestry and beautification, whether it's engineering, our partners, whether it's water, sewer, the service we provide in Columbia is just by far most the best services that we can ever provide. And I think that stands for itself. But a lot of things we talk about and is a lot of things we don't get to do. And one of them was that celebrating Public Works Week just once a year, where we need to celebrate it every day. But what we strive for in Public Works each and every day on the service side is to make sure that we're providing services to our citizens. But the rooted in service means a lot to me because, we have a Toastmasters Club. Missy Gentry standing back here somewhere. We started a Toastmasters Club in Public Works several years ago and to teach people, different ways to do things. And two things it does is one of them is it teaches you how to run a meeting. I know you know, Mayor, and the rest of you know how. The second thing it teaches you is how to tell a joke. So I have a joke for today that is talking about rooted in service. And it's not just about service for what we do. I know Chief Jenkins is standing, it was here somewhere. I believe there's a chief over here. And this is a little bit of a fire joke, but it's a service joke to do with that. So years ago, our former fire chief, we had one of our old trucks, because I don't think Missy bought us a new truck in time, a motor fell out of it. It actually rusted out. But about the same time, a motor blew up in a fire truck. So somebody at Fleet Services then, which was part of Public Works, said this great thing. They said, let's put a garbage truck motor into a fire truck, which was a great idea. We're saving the city a lot of money. We're doing the right thing. So we go along, and a few months later, I looked at the former fire chief, and I'm sure Chief Jenkins was around at that time, and I said, well, tell me, how's this brand new motor working in this fire truck? And he says, it works great, but it stops at every house on the way to the fire. So that's a little bit of a joke for what we do. So, but
I would put that in the dad joke category.
I actually thought it was very good at the time. So, but the other thing we do is we're powered by community. So not too long ago, we had a meeting at Booker Washington Heights, and the police chief took a little of our thunder, but we had our thunder first. He just didn't know it. And he talked about we are the community. Each and every employee of Public Works is part of this community. We work here. You guys are part of the community. We're part of the community, and we want to continue to be part of the community. And I'm going to introduce some of our employees today as part of the community. But a couple things I want to talk about today before I do that is we have an incoming president for our American Public Works chapter. That is Sarah Holler. She will take over the reins. Some of us... And then we also have, and we just received, I just saw the letter today, Samantha recently has been appointed to the, I'm going to get this wrong, REMDAC committee? Yeah, which is the Recycling State Committee. She was appointed by the governor just a few days ago. So she will be serving on that committee.
Robert, go Young Sam.
No, that's young Sam. That's old Sam. I don't know where you stand yet, okay? So, but, one thing, and I think earlier today, Councilman Brown, you mentioned this. You mentioned that there's nothing more important than an employee. That us managers just have jobs, and I just have a job. I am not any better than one person standing behind me and one person working each and every day. That's all I am. So we did wear our uniforms today. So we wore our uniforms to be part of Public Works. So I'm going to introduce some of our staff and some of what they do. So what part of our community is, we have mothers. We have Jasmine Rivers. I'm sure she's here. She's with Animal Control. She is our animal services technician. She's been with us about 3 years. Oh, come back here. Stand behind me. I don't stand behind me. But we also have Marcus Benson, and I found out tonight that Marcus knows about everybody here, wherever Marcus is. Come on up, Marcus. So Marcus is with our traffic engineering division. He's an electrician. He's coming up on 5, about 3 years. He's got 4 children, as well as Jasmine has a son. He's with our traffic engineering, and he's all around, and even on call. When I call him on the weekends, sometimes when he's on call, he's like, where do you need me to be? When do you need me to be there? So it's just nice to have somebody
He the guy
respond.
that has the remote controls that change the lights?
I'm sure he does. But he's not going to admit it, okay? That's not me. That's Brian.
Robert.
So we also...
And I also want to know that Marcus works out at Drew, and he's asked me on several occasions what he should do when he's in the gym to really get a good workout in.
So,
Councilman Herbert.
He clearly does not do Zumba.
So you're his trainer?
Councilwoman Herbert, I would also, let you know too that he has the pleasure of being my high school classmate as well.
Thinking a little bit less of you again, okay? So,
All right, did you beat up Councilman Johnson? Let us know. You beat him up in high school, didn't you? Yeah, you did.
I think we'll take a hold on that. So as we step away from our mothers and our husbands in Public Works, we all have them. We have our cocky employees. Now, where's he at? There he is. So we have a Fred Taylor. He's a little bit cocky in his run, Matt. So I promise you that every time I see Fred, no matter where he is, you're not getting a pay raise. So no matter what it is, no matter where he is, he always wants a pay raise from me. So, but you know, Fred is a father. He's a grandfather. He's with the street division. He's been here about 10 years. He's a crew leader. So he does a lot of work around the city. So if anybody's ever been to the Christmas social we have every year down at the fairgrounds, we have a singer. Even though he's from solid waste and he's a solid waste operator, he's the guy that delivers all the roll carts in the city of Columbia. Where's John Curry? John Curry is our singer of the group. So,
Well, we know who the dancer is in your group.
so if anybody's ever heard John Curry sing, and if you haven't, I am sure we will have our holiday luncheon this year, and John Curry will be more than happy to sing. Am I right? I know you're ready, John. So along with that, we also have our youth. And that's one thing that's really interested me is we're now hiring teenagers. And as you look at the city applications and you start hiring people that were born way after you started for the city, it really bothers us. But Nick Matthews works at Forestry and Beautification. He's a tree trimmer. He's been here about 8 months. So but it's nice to see the responsible youth, and this comes. But then the last one I have is, and I know HR is here, so forgive me for this. He's old, he's a father, he's a grandfather, and he's a role model. He started with the city in 1970. Think about that, okay? 55 years ago. It's none other than our own Oscar Davis. So he's been here since, like I said, since 1970. He's an equipment operator lead. Where's Oscar? So he's been here a long time, and I hope he stays many more years. He's a very valuable employee, as well as everybody up here is. But as I wrapped all this up, and I was thinking 55 years, yeah, that's a long time. But as I was thinking about this, I go back to something that happened at council a few weeks ago, and I always try to bring this back in. And I figured Oscar was part of the OG squad. So he's part of the original garbage squad. Everybody would agree with that. He's part of the old grandpa squad. Everybody would agree with that. He is part of the original group of Public Works, and we're thankful for that. But he's also, Councilman, I really got to say this to you and I, he's part of the old and grumpy club, like maybe you and I. So, but I know somebody said the OG squad the other day, so we said old and grumpy was calculated into
You're
that.
getting soft in your old age, Robert.
No, I'm just getting old and grumpy. But I just wanted to say that this is Public Works. The people behind me and the other employees that couldn't be here today are the ones that do the work each and every day. They're the ones that go out there and get it done. So we are rooted in service, and we are powered by the greatest employees. Picture time.
I just have to say, you know, every day, Public Works is doing the work. They're part of our first responders. They're the first people who are touching our citizens. They're out there, as you heard, all the departments from traffic engineering to road maintenance to animal control to forestry, beautification. They do an incredible job. And Robert, thank you for your leadership. Thanks for assembling a great crew. Got a few dancers in there. We didn't talk about Samantha's dancing. I noticed you left that out. But it is our great honor to always honor y'all. Y'all had a successful Touch the Truck this past weekend, one of your great community events. But it is our honor to recognize National Public Works Week. But we do truly thank y'all for what you do each day, every day, to make this city the #1 city in South Carolina, and we couldn't do it without you. Maybe not. We might have to get up here. You're in charge, Brian. All right.
Please recognize
That's my sheet, man.
I know, I'm making a note.
I got it. I'm ahead of the curve. What's up, Fred? How are you, buddy? How are you? You good? Living the dream, baby. Living the dream.
Thanks for everything, man. Appreciate it, Fred.
You ready, Miss Wilson?
Time for the consent agenda, items 7 through 20, Mr. Mayor and Council.
Is there a motion? Is there a second?
Second.
Any
Second.
further discussions, questions? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk, could you read the roll?
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Mr. Brown? Ms. Herbert?
Aye.
Mr. McDowell? Mayor Rickaman?
Aye.
Item 21, under consideration of bids, contracts, and change orders. Council is asked to approve contract amendment number 2 for project SS7640, Smith Branch Pump Station in Phase 1, Force Main, as requested by Columbia Water on April 2nd, 2026. The award to Black and Beach Corporation in an amount not to exceed $3,190,055. The current term of the contract ends on March 3rd, 2029, and the firm is located in Columbia. The funding source is from our water and sewer capital projects, Smith Branch Pump Station in Phase 1, Force Main.
So moved.
Got a
Second.
motion?
Second.
Second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, hearing none, Madam Clerk, could you read the roll?
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Ms. Herbert?
Aye.
Mr. Brennan? Mr. McDowell? Mayor Rickaman?
Moving in, Oh, sorry, Mayor, thank you. Moving into ordinances for second reading, item 22 is ordinance number 2026-032, consenting to the inclusion of property in a multi-county industrial business park, DeBartolo Development, 1214 through 1236 Gregg Street, and 1912 through 1924 Lady Street.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk, could you read the roll?
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Bailey?
Aye.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Ms. Herbert?
Aye.
Mr. McDowell? Mayor Rickman?
Aye.
Mr. Mayor, I just want to say that this is a great project for Columbia. This is in an area that has been underserved for a long time. This is in an area that's got hope, opportunity, and this is welcomed development in the city of Columbia like we have pretty much everywhere right now. So I just want to make sure everybody knows what an exciting project this is.
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Brown. Madam City Manager?
Item 23, ordinance number 2026-033, consenting to the inclusion of property in a multi-county industrial business park for the Congaree Riverfront District Business Park, as endorsed by the Economic Development and Infrastructure Committee and read first on May 5th, 2026.
Mr. Mayor, question.
Yeah.
I have an amendment to the Congaree Riverfront District Business Park. Do we need to get a motion in a second, or can I invite Mr. Palin up to enter that amendment?
I think you need to enter it before we make a motion.
Okay. If I can invite Mr. Palin up for the amendment language, if that works.
So for item 23, there's two amendments. The first amendment is making a change so that the 7% distribution to the county's economic development fund comes from new development and revenue, not from the existing development and revenue. So the changes would be in section 3, allocations and payment of park revenues, change item B to read, from the park revenues remaining after allocation payment in A, an amount equal to the respective base revenue shall be paid to each taxing entity. Change item C to read, the park revenues remaining after the allocations and payments in A and B, if any, constitute new revenue, and 7% of the new revenue shall be allocated to the county's economic development fund. And change item D to read, the new revenue remaining after the allocation and payment in C shall be allocated as follows. Roman numeral 1, add to all new revenue. Going forward, we'll read all such remaining new revenue. Roman numeral 2, same thing. All new revenue will now read all such remaining revenue. That's for the First Amendment. The Second Amendment to it is much shorter. We're making a change that the reserve is the greater of 10 million or twice the expense cap. That would be amending in Exhibit A, the definitions, change the project expense reserve cap to read, project expense reserve cap shall mean an amount equal to the greater of 10 million or twice the then current project expense cap.
So that is my motion, Mr. Mayor.
So we have a motion and a second that's amended, a motion to include those changes that were taught into the record. Are there any questions or concerns from council? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk, could you read the roll?
Mr. Johnson? Mr. Bailey? Mr. Brown? Ms. Herbert? Mr. Brennan? Mr. McDowell? Mayor Rickman?
Aye. That's item 23 and 24. Just want to make sure we didn't.
No,
That was just
that
item
was just 23, yes.
Yeah, we're
We'll have a
about to do the
separate
next one.
amendment for
Okay.
item 24.
Item 24 is ordinance 2026-038, consenting to the inclusion of property in a multi-county industrial business park for the Convention Center District Business Park, as endorsed by the ED&I Committee and first read on May 5th, 2026.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to invite Mr. Palin to make a motion on the amendments to the Convention Center District Business Park, IGA.
So this change is similar to the change we made before, but the wording is slightly different for the Convention Center IGA. But it's making the change so that the 7% distribution to the county's Economic Development Fund comes from new development revenue, not from existing development revenue. So the amendment would be in Section 3, allocations and payment of park revenues, changing item B to read, from the park revenues remaining after the allocation and payment in A, an amount equal to the respective base revenue shall be paid to each taxing entity. Changing item C to read, the park revenues remaining after the allocations and payments in A and B, if any, constitute new revenue, and 7% of the new revenue shall be allocated to the county's Economic Development Fund. And finally, changing item D to read, of the new revenue remaining after the allocation and payment in C, 50% shall be allocated to and deposited annually in the Convention Center account created and held by the county treasurer, and the remaining 50% shall be allocated and paid pursuant to subsection E below.
Mr. Mayor, that is my motion as presented.
A motion and a second. Item 24. Any other questions or concerns, amendments? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk, could you read the roll?
Mr. Johnson? Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Ms. Herbert? Mr. Brennan? Mr. McDowell? Mayor Rickaman?
Aye.
At this time, Mayor and Council, we will move into a period of public hearing and first reading for zoning planning matters with Andrew's assistance. Hi, Andrew. First item is 25.
Sorry, I was waiting on the presentation, but.
Yes, sir. This is an annexation, future land use map amendment and zoning map amendment for Annex Shop Road Extension. An annexation,
And
Richland County.
Right, and so this is a request to annex the properties and assign the land use classification of industrial and assign the zoning of light industrial district with portions in the floodway overlay district and floodplain overlay district. The property is currently classified as Economic Development Center / corridor and zoned light industrial by Richland County.
Is there anybody here to speak for or against this item?
No, sir.
I think it's pretty straightforward at this point. Is there a motion?
So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Got a motion, is there a second?
Yeah.
A motion and a second. Madam Clerk, could you read the roll?
Mr. Johnson? Mr. Bailey? Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Ms. Herbert?
Aye.
Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell? Mayor Rickaman?
Aye.
Okay, so that brings us to our next item, and that's the annexation, future land use map amendment and zoning map amendment for 651 Blue Ridge Terrace, and a bunch of other addresses, but basically it's 350 acres, give or take, off of Blue Ridge Terrace Road and Monticello Road, and shown as outlined on your screen right now. And the request is to annex the property and to assign the land use classification of Urban Edge Community Activity Center, Neighborhood Activity Corridor, Urban Edge Residential Small Lot, Urban Edge Residential Large Lot, and transitional / sensitive lands, and to assign the zoning classifications of Residential Mixed District, RM2, Transitional Conservation District, TC, and Large Lot Reserve District, LLR, Mixed Use District, MU1, and General Commercial District, General Commercial, and portions of this property within the floodplain overlay district. And so, again, that's a recommendation of the zoning and land use for a pending annexation. The property is currently classified as neighborhood, medium density, and zoned planned development, agricultural, homestead, excuse me, and Crane Creek CC3 by Richland County. Just a brief overview if you would like. Again, it's about 350 acres. The proposed zoning districts actually align much closer to the county's planning for that area.
And so staff is recommending approval of the zoning and land use for this proposed annexation.
How many acres are we talking about?
It's approximately 350 acres.
Is there anybody here to speak for or against this item?
Yes, sir.
All right, she's going to call some names here.
So first we have Ms. Ellen Anderson.
Ms. Anderson?
This is my first time standing before you, okay?
That's okay. Just
I'll
pull the
speak-
mic,
yeah,
Mike,
speak
just
into
pull
the
the mic a
mic.
little closer to you,
Oh,
just so
thank
everybody can
you.
hear you.
My name is Ellen Anderson. I'm the president of Forest Heights Community Organization, and we applaud your zoning. But we have a little question because we want to grow Haskell Heights area, and out there is a historic area, and we want to keep it flowing. And so we are interested in getting in our area for our children. In that area, my heart it get tears in my eyes. I want something for our children. We have a park, but we don't have nothing else for them to play with or learn, have some kind of activities in our area. I want to throw this at you, and I may be out of line, but I have to speak what's in my heart. I was passing out flyers for our community meetings about a month or so ago, and it was 3 young girls walking around with pajamas on, was selling lemons. I've been a president for going on almost 19 years, and that's hard for me to see that. And I have been begging and crying for some kind of activities in our area to help our children, to educate them, to teach them different things, health-wise as well as sports-wise. And we do have a park, but our park is not really standard. We've been fighting 13 years to get our park standards as it is. And so my heart is, as I'm speaking to the young man, I'm really crying out for activity center, something in our area to help our children as well as the other one. I want them to be strong. I want them to do explode. I want them to be educated and do things. I only have one child, and I'm grateful for that. But as a community leader, all I'm concerned about. And so I'm asking for, and then another thing, we don't have a neighborhood store in our area. We need a store and in our area and something for our seniors to do. I'm a senior leader and for 14 years, and I have a lot in that. So my heart goes out for our community back there, and thank you for what you're doing.
Ms. Anderson, the neighborhood you said is Forest Heights?
Forest Heights.
Are you in the city or in the county?
We are in it's y'all Exeter, that's why I'm here. I'm pleading my case.
That's fine, no, okay.
We are in the county, but you say Monticello and Blue Ridge. So Blue Ridge goes through Crane Forest, Pine Forest, and Haskell Heights.
So are you saying the neighborhoods because we can't control the county.
I know.
You trying to come to the city? I don't know if that's a part, because we have Mr. Brennan is going to have his own questions because we do have a priority list of what we're trying to annex. But so what can we do how can we help you?
Well, that's what I'm here for.
Because it's in the county.
Okay, I know you all, when you say the zoning, and you say through Blue Ridge Terrace. And
No, that's
Blue Ridge Terrace is the county, right?
Well, right now,
Okay, go, I'm listening.
my understanding, y'all are in county now, but with the city coming over there, if this goes through, better things will come. Better things will come.
I love it.
Where we go, better things follow us.
Thank you. Don't make me cry. Thank you.
Quality life, parks, great services, that all comes with us.
Okay,
Package deal.
thank you.
So are we talking about annexation or?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
This is what the piece is, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I'm just going to show her the map for people who are directionally challenged.
Okay.
Because it may be helpful.
Mr. Mayor, do we have anybody else signed up to speak?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I'll say-
Miss Marquita Thompson.
Is this the same plot of land? Same person? Okay.
Hi, how are y'all? My name is Marquita. I didn't come prepared to speak today, so please bear with me. I am a resident, thank you. I'm a resident of Pine Forest. I live on Blue Ridge Terrace. I've been out there for 42 years. I'm a Shamrock with the Eau Claire and everything. My mom bought that house, I think in 1971. So I do have a long family history of being in the neighborhood. I do have some concerns I would like to voice, just basically just two questions. I wanted to come here today to find out, what exactly is going to be coming to the Blue Ridge Monticello Road area? I know you did mention industrial. Will it be residential, maybe like apartments or anything? That really concerns me as far as the residential because I'm afraid it's going to bring more crime into the neighborhood. And I just wanted to know.
What's going to bring more crime? Apartments?
If it's going to, like if you guys are going to put like apartments or like residential, another residential area. And they're like apartments or housing.
Yeah, it's going to be a residential neighborhood.
Okay.
More density, more people
Yes,
usually doesn't
yeah.
lead to crime.
Okay. Yeah. That was
Those
just,
numbers don't really go together.
okay. And that's what I wanted to clear up. It was just a concern of mine, and thank you. So yeah. Do you know exactly what is going to be coming out there, like industrial
Mayor, are the developers here?
business? Okay.
Well,
It'll be 800 homes, about 800 residential homes.
Okay.
There will be some commercial, what we call it like retail stores. and
Okay.
such. There
Okay.
may be,
Okay.
I can't say what exactly is coming, not unless y'all can. But there are potential for retailers, small groceries, I don't know. I can't say the size of it, but the
Okay.
potential is there.
Okay. Any restaurants or anything, or just trying to get an idea of what's
I
going to
think
be
the
coming
more,
to the
the more
area?
density you have, the more opportunity is for people to make that investment because every business
Okay.
needs traffic, right?
Exactly.
If there's no
Exactly.
traffic.
Yeah.
And as the young lady said earlier, she wanted, a neighborhood neighborhood store and things like.
Yes.
This gives the opportunity by building that density and closing that distance there.
Okay.
Because suddenly now you've got CIU and all of that.
Yes.
Combined with what's going on there, bringing more traffic, which means you're going to get a better choice of businesses locating there.
Okay.
I was going to say, and the last thing
Yes.
I want to say, if someone can say, so this is not happening tomorrow.
Okay.
No, just for expectation purposes, I
Okay.
don't know when the first thing will come out of the ground if this is approved. Is it 3 years? Next year, yeah, to start.
Okay.
So it's going to be a while.
Okay.
The summary said 10 to 13 years to be fully built out. So
Yeah.
Okay.
10 to 13 years of 350 acres. That's what we're talking
Fully
about.
built out.
I just say that so you can know it's not happening tomorrow.
Okay.
It'll
Okay.
develop over time.
Okay.
Mr. Mayor, Council, just so you have context too, so what's before us right now is the piece of land that would be annexed into the city that the
Okay.
developers here would be developing the residential component on, and that's I guess what would be in their purview. Certainly, as Mayor Rickaman just mentioned, what you kind of see is a domino effect. You know, the more growth that you have, the more folks want to build in clusters and be in that space. The more retail, grocery, all those things, amenities that you see come because of that, and as a direct result of that. And I think Mayor Rickman and I can't remember if Councilwoman Herbert said it, but typically the more activity, the more eyeballs you have, concentrated in one location, you're not going to have as many bad actors and that sort of thing because, you got eyeballs.
Exactly. Yeah. Just concerned for the safety of the neighborhood. I do have one more question. And you guys can, maybe answer this too. How far do you guys plan building up Blue Ridge Terrace? Are you going to be coming like up to the neighborhood or?
Can you come to the podium? Thank you. You see you got a map now, you're all happy.
Okay, this isn't made for average sized people here, but let me try to just lean in here. I'm Kevin Steelman. I'm the president of Land Tech Communities. We're a local residential land developer headquartered right down the street on 522 Lady. We've contracted to purchase this property to develop a master planned community. We will be developing the residential component, which will be somewhere in the neighborhood of 800 single-family homes. And we worked with the current landowner who's retaining a portion of the property on Monticello and the frontage on Blue Ridge Terrace for commercial uses. So Blue Ridge and Monticello will provide access to the property, but all the residential will be back in the core of the property with the retail and general commercial on the frontage. So I don't know if you want me to.
Yeah, that answered it basically kind of by the main road.
I'll be happy to get with you after this and show you more.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. I appreciate your time.
Ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good questions. And I think too, as we plan for the zoning, there's a lot of just natural beauty on this property with wetlands and rolling topography, and well over 25% of this land will ultimately just be set aside as open space. And I know we'll be working with the city as well on the Crane Creek Greenway that I think is planned for this area, and certainly we'll cooperate in any way we can to help make that come to life. So if we were to get approved for annexation and zoning here, we would move forward with design and permitting. We would expect to be able to break ground on the horizontal development in 27, delivering the first lots to home builders in 28, and then the first homeowners moving in and in probably mid to late 28, and then it would be a 8 to 10 year build out depending on the market. But we think this is an area that the city has made substantial investment in and utilities, and with the 5-lane Monticello there, that we think it's a prime location for development. We want to leverage those resources and investment and try to deliver some attainable housing. So that's our goal here, and we would ask you for your support if you're so inclined, and I'm here to answer any other questions the body may have.
Anybody have any other questions?
One quick question that was just raised to me. I'm trying to see if it's on the site plan here. 216 Blue Ridge Terrace, where there's a little church that I'm trying to figure out here in real time how far away it is from your site, if it would be impacted. It looks like it's a little further down the street here. Is that, you guys any aware of that? If there's any impact there?
I'll take my map for directionally challenged folks that is blown up over there. I'll show them that to see. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think there would be any impact there. I know that there was a parcel that was acquired from a church at some point along the way. that the seller is retaining, and that's being planned for commercial.
Mr. Brennan?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Kevin, thank you for your interest in not just Columbia, but Richland County. Great Dreer grad, Joey Frommer, I think works on your team.
Yes.
And he's told me about all the great things, not just in Richland County, but the Midlands that you do. And I think y'all see the value in what we as a county and a city are trying to grow through quality of life, and especially the services like Councilman Bailey mentioned, if you come into the city. So we appreciate that. I wanted to ask Mr. Livingood to step back up to the podium just for a minute. And this is more of a comment in general about the growth we're seeing in residential development. You know, we see a lot on the Garner's Ferry, Corridor 378. And Andrew, could you just comment on, you say the density is the same. There's no real change either way coming from county to city, correct?
Well, right now, the bulk of the property is zoned within a planned development, and the basis of that planned development is primarily industrial. However, there was a planning project, the Crane Creek area, and it actually calls for this essential layout.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So talk to me for a second about our urban service area. There are three categories, primary and secondary. Explain primary and secondary.
Right. So, and of course, we have donut holes as well, but right, we have primary, secondary, and long-range areas. And so primary areas are the places that essentially we know we want to annex. Secondary areas are areas that might be lacking in some of the services. And the long-range areas are the areas beyond that, but generally within areas.
Right. And so that's kind of what I wanted to touch on. You know, this is an in-town long-range area, so it's not a far reach. They are already open for Columbia Water Services. I guess one thing I really want to stress is in the fall, and I think I've mentioned to my colleagues, is the importance of, we need to huddle up and really talk about our urban service area and a strategic plan when it comes to that. I think the last time it was done was 2020.
That's correct.
Yeah, so we've seen a lot of large-scale developments start to come vertical since then. So I think it's time for us to really take a look at that. So can I challenge you to maybe huddle us all up and let's go through a strategic plan on what's the next 5 years look like as we project out residential growth and not overextend ourselves with services. Again, to Mr. Bailey's point, we want to have great services, but if we get spread too thin, I think that's where we get in trouble. So we don't want to do that. With that, I wanted to ask Chief Jenkins one thing. Chief, if you could come up here real quick, if you don't mind, sir. One of the fantastic services and the menu of services that we offer other than our wonderful Solid Works, Public Works team that you heard from today and our CPD is our fire service. And so I just wanted to get some clarification, bringing in such a large track in from the county. We have a city-county contract for fire, as many of you know. How does that affect, how we profile out for budgeting, real estate as far as new firehouses? Can you just give a general comment to that? Again, this is 8 to 10 to 13 years out from fully being throttled to 800 homes.
So, first of all, I think that type of development will probably increase our call volume, probably anywhere from 300 to 400 calls per year. And because it's actually in the county now, and there's no firehouse there, if we transition to the city, in the city probably will have to put a firehouse out there because there's nothing just on the other side of I-20 going to Monticello Road until you get to Campground Road, and there's a volunteer station. So we definitely have to probably put a firehouse there. So what they don't encompass is have at least one engine there. We're talking about 15 personnel, which probably be an impact of probably.
The closest firehouse now.
That'd be Station 13, which is on at Brett and Monticello in North Main.
Okay.
But we also got one on Robert Road as well that come down the highway, but that's a good distance. And I know we talk about the ISO rating, so it'll move. Right now, it's a Class 2 because it's in the county. So if you move into the city, it won't automatically convert over to a Class 2. Class 1 unless you put the infrastructure in, it would be a firehouse and put response package there.
Gotcha. And one last quick question. Can you build a firehouse on 6 acres?
Can you build a firehouse on 6 acres?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Great, thanks. Thanks, Chief.
I got a new firehouse.
No one else has signed up.
May I move for approval if there's no other commentary?
Second.
Mr. Johnson? Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Mr. Brown? Ms. Herbert?
Aye.
Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
McDowell? Mayor Rickaman?
Aye.
Okay, the next item on our agenda is an annexation future land use map amendment and zoning map amendment for 308 Turnwall Lane. And this is a request to annex the property and assign the land use classification of urban edge residential small lot, UER1, and to assign the zoning of planned development district. The property is currently classified as neighborhood medium density and zoned planned development district, PD, by Richland County. This is a single family residence that is already built, and it's within Wood Creek Farms planned development.
Is there anybody here to speak for or against this item?
No one has signed up.
No one signed up?
Motion for approval.
No one's in on. What was that?
Motion for approval.
Got a motion and a second. Hearing or seeing no objections, Madam Clerk could read the roll.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Ms. Herbert? Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell? Mayor Rickaman?
Aye.
Okay, the next item on our agenda is a zoning map amendment, and this is a zoning map amendment for a parcel on the 1700 block of
This is the
Road.
one we had before with the
Yes, we had this, I want to say in December or
airport,
November.
overlay.
Correct. And so this is a request to rezone the properties from Neighborhood Activity Center / Corridor District, which is NAC, to Residential Mixed District, RM2. And the property is within the Airport Safety Overlay District, and it will, with this request, it would remain within the Airport Safety Overlay.
Andrew, did this get rejected last time or pulled or?
Yeah, because it was too high.
Was it pulled or rejected?
Well, at the public hearing, the Aeronautics and Airport came out, and
That's
they had
right.
concerns about removing the overlay.
That's right. Okay, thank you.
Right, and they said they did not necessarily object to residential on the property so long as it remained within the overlay and had abrogation easements, covenants, and all that kind of fun stuff. Yeah.
Is there anybody here to speak or for or against this item?
Signed up?
All right.
Andrew, are there any emails submitted?
I believe there were some emails that came in earlier today. I'm sorry if, yeah, there was a, hold on one moment, please.
I don't have anything. Said I don't have anything.
Some folks said they were going to email in.
Yes, and I apologize. And I did not see it, did not make it to the city clerk. So there was an email from Guy Jones with the Hollywood Roseville Neighborhood Association, and stating that the Hollywood Roseville neighborhood has decided to oppose the zoning map amendment, and I can read it if you like. It's not terribly long. It does say that
The neighborhood has decided to oppose this zoning map amendment due to the lack of adequate information from the applicant as to his plans for development. The planning department has informed Mr. Kumar of our interest in knowing his vision. Nearby residents Kristen Booth and Charles Lesser, both on Fulton Street, are very concerned over potential impacts to their homes by an unknown development project. Our view of this location and the options for development, redevelopment, the key to the best outcome may be using the property from South Pickens, the existing convenience store, and the vacant lot as one new development. We believe these two parcels have the same ownership and a much nicer development may be possible by combining them. Two concepts for redevelopment might be, one, a larger residential development of cottage homes or apartment units, or two, a larger modern fuel station / convenience store, for example, Parker's Kitchen. In short, the neighborhood wishes to see the highest quality development at this location. Regards, Guy Jones, President, Hollywood Rose Hill Neighborhood Association.
Great, thank you.
Mr. Mayor, and I know this has come up before on other
Right,
issues.
And they had to make adjustments, and we, at that point, asked them to go back because of the opposition of the airport, which I have my own thoughts about all that. I mean, so far away from Owens Field, but respect, I don't have any say over that.
Mr. Mayor, let me ask this question. Is it possible for us to give it first reading here and ask them to either present or meet with the neighborhood, not condition that on the second reading or anything like that, but just politely request that?
Yes.
So I'll like to make that motion and that request, Mr. Mayor.
So there's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
So we got a motion and a second to move forward, and we ask that the applicant get with the neighborhood and share a little bit more about what their plan is for the lot before second reading.
And Mr. Mayor, just for clarification, they weren't required to submit a site plan or provide concepts at this point. Is that correct, Andrew?
That is correct.
Okay, thank you.
I will state, just for the sake of understanding the zoning, the RM2 district would allow a maximum of 5 dwelling units on that parcel.
So we have a motion and a second. Madam Clerk, could you read the roll?
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Mr. Brown? Ms. Herbert?
Aye.
Mr. Brennan?
No.
Mr. McDowell? Mayor Rickaman?
Aye.
And that, I'm sorry.
Just 2 noes.
Yeah. I mean, can we start dictating? Oh, listen to the king of apartments over here. All right.
Okay, that concludes the public hearing.
Thank you.
There is one additional item for second reading, a zoning planning matter, annexation, future land use map amendment, and zoning map amendment for 6701 Winwan Drive.
Item number 29,
Yes, sir.
we still have a zoning matter to take up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. This is a second reading, though. I believe the first reading approval was given on April the 21st. This was a request to annex these properties and assign the land use classification of urban edge residential large lot.
Is there a motion? It's your district, Peter.
So moved.
A motion, is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, hearing none, Madam Clerk, could you read the roll?
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Ms. Herbert?
Aye.
Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell? Mayor Rickaman?
Aye.
Thank you. Ordinances, first reading, item 30, ordinance number 2026-034, granting an encroachment to BT Columbia LLC, acting as BET Investments, Inc., for the use of the right-of-way areas of the 300 block of Lincoln Street and the 800 block of Catawba Street for the installation and maintenance of sidewalks, a multi-use path, a drop-off loop with a fountain, a concrete trash collection pad, landscaping, and irrigation adjacent to 315 Lincoln Street.
Got a motion
Second.
and a second. Any further discussion, clarifications? Seeing none, hearing none, Madam Clerk, could you read the roll?
Mr. Johnson? Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Ms. Herbert?
Aye.
Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell?
Yes.
Mayor Rickaman?
Aye.
Item 31 is a resolution, resolution number R 2026-043, establishing a parental accountability and family support partnership.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
We got a motion and a second. Mr. Bailey, did you want to comment on this?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. This is a culmination about a year's worth of work that formalizes a three-way partnership between the City of Columbia, the Police Department, and our Solicitor's Office. It memorializes our shared desire to connect parents and families to community resources and services and education throughout the criminal justice process through diversion and intervention programs. I would like to thank my colleagues, Mr. Mayor, and everybody on council, the Public Safety Committee for endorsing this, Sheriff Leon Lott for his leadership in presenting cases for parental accountability, Chief Holbrook in his office for providing the data about the trend, the negative trend that we've seen upward with parental involvement in crime. The solicitors, the City Attorney's Office for their help with the ordinance, and Byron Gibson, the Solicitor's Office, for their leadership and partnership from the beginning. And last but certainly not least, Dr. Trayvon Fordham and his office for the work that they're doing in this space.
Thank you, Mr. Bailey. And with that, Madam Clerk, could you read the roll?
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Ms. Herbert?
Aye.
Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell?
Yes.
Mayor Rickaman?
Aye.
Thank you. Item 32, an event resolution to begin items 32 through 35. The first is a resolution number R 2026-029, authorizing consumption of beer and wine only at Jubilee Festival of Black History and Culture within the 1800 and 1900 blocks of Marion Street, between Laurel Street and Calhoun Street, and within the 1300 and 1400 blocks of Richland Street, between Sumter Street and Bull Street on Saturday, September 19, 2026.
Is there a motion?
So move.
Is there a second?
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Madam Clerk, could you read the roll?
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Bailey?
Aye.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Ms. Herbert?
Aye.
Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell?
Yeah.
Mayor Rickaman?
Aye.
Item 33, resolution number R 2026-038, authorizing consumption of beer and wine only at the Frosted Blooms at 1615 Barnwell Street on Saturday, May 30th,
Mr.
2026.
Got a motion? Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, seeing none. Madam Clerk, could you read the roll?
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Bailey?
Aye.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Ms. Herbert? Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell? Mayor Rickaman?
Aye.
Item 34, resolution number R 2026-039, authorizing consumption of beer, wine, and liquor at the Palmetto Peanut Boil fundraiser in the 2900 block of Divine Street on Saturday, September 26, 2026, with a rain contingency date of Saturday, October 3rd, 2026.
I move, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. What a great event. Madam Clerk, could you read the roll?
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Ms. Herbert?
Aye.
Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell?
Yes.
Mayor Rickaman?
Aye.
Mr. Mayor, I would just politely request that the organizers ensure that if September 26th is going to get washed out, that they give us plenty of enough notice and we're not all stuck under umbrellas. Yeah.
Okay. Item 35, resolution number R 2026-041, authorizing consumption of beer and wine only at Y'all Mart Open Air Flea Market at the 1200 block of Park
That
Street.
should be a T-shirt, y'all, Mark. It should be a T-shirt. It really should.
So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
I got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, seeing none. Madam Clerk, could you read the roll?
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Ms. Herbert?
Aye.
Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell? Yes. Mayor Rickman?
Aye.
Moving into a period of appointments, item 36 is the Small Business Advisory Council.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion that we reappoint Ms. Kadena Javis, Vanessa Moto to our committee, and then I'd like to add 3 new appointments, Michael Ergel, Mary Priester Clark, and Carol Smoke to our Small Business Advisory Council.
Second, Mr. Mayor.
We got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, seeing none. Madam Clerk, could you read the roll?
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Bailey?
Aye.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Ms. Herbert?
Aye.
Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell?
Yes.
Mayor Rickman?
Aye.
City Council Committee Reports, Referrals, and New Business. Item 37, Community Development Committee Report, the Honorable Tina N. Herbert.
Thank you. We had a very productive meeting this morning with the Community Development Committee. We are happy to announce that the 26-27 Annual Action Plan has been completed and will be submitted to HUD by June 8th so that we have it done in time. And this funding will allow us to have continued assistance and to help residents who are low to moderate income. We also went over they presented the redevelopment plan that included the city-owned vacant lots. We have 64 of them. And we heard on the status of them, what I really love. I think we have 10 of the 64 under contract. We're on track to do 15 a year. So I'm excited about that progress. When we had the Affordable Housing Task Force, the conclusion that we came up with is, well, the city needs to do its part. You know, there are a lot of different things that could happen, but we weren't activating our property. So we're going to work on this for the next 5-7 years. And that is about it for today.
Thank you, Ms. Herbert.
Thank you, Mayor Rickman. I almost said Benjamin.
Mr. Johnson?
Mr. Mayor, I would like to tag team with Councilman Brown on a committee referral that comes out of our budget discussions today, where I would refer to the Economic Development Committee, the exploration of the number of properties for the public's benefit. We have a number of properties that do not pay into our tax rolls, certainly a number of entities, some of the nonprofits. But I would like to refer to the committee the exploration of looking at revenue generation from some of those entities, Mr. Mayor.
So there's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, could you read the roll?
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Ms. Herbert?
Aye.
Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell? Mayor Rickman?
Aye.
And just quickly, can I add the research that our CFO did earlier, just kind of like what you all are talking about, but we will generate about $10,000 in tax revenue for each of the 15 homes, assuming they're at the 195 rate. So we're working and thinking along the same lines. Thank you, Jeff.
Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Palin.
Mr. Brennan?
A quick Public Safety Committee summary from May 12th. As we just confirmed in full council, Councilman Bailey presented the Parental Accountability Support Resolution, emphasizing support services for parents and non-punitive referrals through existing systems. Our wonderful Planning Department staff provided an update on the Sharing the Road planning process, and the Vision Zero initiative aimed at reducing serious traffic injuries and fatalities by 5% a year. Departments report, a group of departments reported progress identifying and regulating group living facilities in our neighborhoods to improve safety, compliance, and oversight. So we really appreciate everybody working together from all the various departments as we move forward. And finally, the committee also discussed concerns about vehicular noise in hospitality districts and plans for targeted enforcement. We look forward to hearing back from Chief Holbrook with those initiatives here soon. So thank you, sir.
Thank you. Any other reports or referrals? All right, hearing none, Madam City Manager, public input.
Yes, sir. We have our next opportunity for public input. Our speakers will be given up to 3 minutes to address City Council about matters not on the agenda. Items requiring a public hearing cannot be addressed at this time.
We have one individual signed up to speak, Ms. Lee Lumpkin.
Hello, everybody. I'm here to share some joyous news. I come to you with tough stuff all the time, so I had to tell you in person. Last night was the first board meeting of Columbia Classical Ballet in its new home, 610 Hardin Street. We are taking over the former Hiller Hardware location and making 5 Points our new home. As you know, since Rudenko moved to Serbia and we lost our dance studio, we have been leasing space from other dance schools, and we've done the best we can, and they've all been great. But we needed to get back to having a home of our own where we could have the revenue stream of a school, and it's all getting ready to happen. First of all, I want to thank you for your faith in us because we needed it. And I wanted you to know that we've landed well. As you know, we've been somewhat back coastal this year. Our fabulous artistic director has been in California. His dancers and company have flown in and stayed here through 2 weeks while we've trained and done our performances together. Now he is moving here. We're loading the container. He will be here by June 10th. And what is very, very exciting, 2 fabulous dancers from China. They and their families are moving from El Camino, California. So they're going to be new residents. They've been back and forth the last year, and they love Columbia the way we do. In the meantime, our mission stands strong. We have just applied for visas today. Brazil, Kenya, Ukraine, and Russian, 4 amazing dancers, 2 from the Mariinsky Theater. And we keep on striving for that caliber to bring it right back up to what it was, and I think we're going to exceed it. So I just had to come tell you in person, and thank you. Here we go. Thank you.
Just want to say congratulations, and I'm proud of you, and also very happy for you, and looking forward to your rebirth.
Thank you. We're ready. Thank you. We couldn't do it without you.
That was all signed up to speak.
Madam Clerk, I know we did not get an official thank you today. I feel like there was at least 2 or 3 kind of pending thank yous, maybe even implied thank yous.
A note for pending thank yous. I like
Yeah,
that. I like
so
that spirit.
just note that in there, that the vibe of the meeting was definitely around a thank you.
I would add, I did get a thank you for number 29. Peter, you and I got a collective thank you on that over the weekend, so just for the counter.
Motion to adjourn.
Second, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Bailey? Mr. Brown?
Reluctantly, aye.
Ms. Herbert?
Aye.
Mr. Brennan? Mr. McDowell? Mayor Rickaman? We are adjourned.